Greetings, I Harini from 2nd BCO521 going to explain about the topic Memorandum of Association and its content. A Memorandum of Association represents the charter of the company. It is a legal document prepared during the formation and registration process of a company to define its relationship with shareholders, and it specifies the objective for which the company has been formed. The company can undertake only those activities that are mentioned in the Memorandum of Association. As such, MOA lays down the boundary beyond which the actions of the company cannot go. Now let's see about the table forms of Memorandum of Association. There are totally 5 table forms. Table A is a form for Memorandum of Association of a company limited by shares. Table B is about the company limited by guarantee and not having a share capital. Table C is a form that explains about the company limited by guarantee and having a share capital. Table D is about the company for an unlimited company. Table E is about the unlimited company and having the share capital. This above 5 are the table forms of Memorandum of Association. Let's see about the contents of Memorandum of Association. There are totally 6 classes in the contents of Memorandum of Association. Firstly, name class. This class states the company's proposed name. It must end with the word limited if it's a public company, or private limited if it's a private company. It can't be identical to any existing company's name. It should not be misleading in any way. The second class of contents of Memorandum of Association is registered office class. The registered office class lists the name of the state where the company's registered office is physically located. It also confirms the company's nationality. The third class of the contents of Memorandum of Association is objective class. The objective class, also called the objects class, is considered the most important in the MOA. It defines and limits the scope of company's operations. It details the company's scope of activity for the members and explains how the members' capital will be used. It protects shareholders' funds and ensures the funds will be used for the specific business purposes for which they were raised, and they won't be risked in other endeavors. The fourth class of the contents of Memorandum of Association is liability class. The liability class explains what liability each of the company members faces. If the company is limited by shares, the liability that each member faces can be no more than the face value of shares that he or she holds. If it's a company that's limited by guarantee, this class must define how much liability each individual company member holds. If it's an unlimited company, this particular class would not be included in the MOA. The fifth class of the contents of Memorandum of Association is capital class. The capital class lists the information about the total capital held by the proposed company. This amount is called the company's authorized capital. Companies aren't permitted to collect more money than the amount listed under the authorized capital. The way the capital is divided into equity share capital and the preference share capital also needs to be listed in the capital class. The number of shares the company puts in equity and share capital and preference share capital alongside their value needs to be included in the MOA. The final and the sixth class of contents of Memorandum of Association is Association class. The association class explains that any individual signing the bottom of MOA wants to be a part of the association that's being formed by the memorandum. The MOA has to be signed by at least 7 people or more if it's a public company. It has to be signed by at least 2 or more people if it's a private company. The above mentioned are the contents of Memorandum of Association. Thank you.